Were you not entertained by that game from our Chicago Bears this past Sunday? My goodness, man. That game had me super hyped. Got several reaction moments out of that. Had to take a breather. Almost lost my voice from it. But here today, recap the game the Bears played. Bears 25, Raiders 24. And wow, the Bears, it was like the best of times and the worst of times all together in this game where the Bears did what I didn't think was possible, which was they got several turnovers. They started off the game immediately able to get a turnover on Geno Smith. They got an interception. They got a fumble on Genty. They got two more interceptions on Geno Smith. Geno is just not looking good. But the Bears were not able to capitalize on all of these turnovers. I think there were three turnovers in the first half, and the Bears did not get a touchdown from any of those. That is not what we want to see. Max Crosby gave us huge issues to kick off the game. I mean, we could do anything with him. He was swatting every football he could get to. I mean, he was just a monster in that first quarter, first half. He wrecked the game, almost wrecked the game. I thought it while I was watching it that, like, man, we have to do something about him and fast because he is batting every ball. He was able to turn over Caleb Williams, who doesn't throw a lot of picks. That pick, he tipped it up and then caught it himself. Matt Crosby's just an extraordinary player, but we were able to bounce back, and that was in large part because what Ben Johnson said at halftime and where he had his viral moment with the reporter.
Your offense has struggled to take advantage of those takeaways.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you tell them to get things going?
That it wasn't our brand of football. We're capable of a lot more, and so we're hitting the reset button here at halftime, and we're going to come back and establish our identity here in the second half.
So you need to change what you're doing.
I don't know. You think so? We're going to be just fine.
Thank you.
And essentially, we had to get back to playing the type of football that we were capable of, the type of football that Ben Johnson has been coaching this team. All of the coaching staff has been training them to play, which is Bears football, which is playing hard effort football, disciplined football, which we're starting to see more and more glimpses of. And there are moments where it gets undone. We had several undisciplined moments from Cole Kmet, like two very untimely penalties. I think I counted two. And it just was like, oh my goodness, he had a drop pass that I think would have really helped to continue a drive. Caleb Williams, I thought he played a good game. Started off rough because of Max Crosby and just that defense giving the Bears all type of trouble to start with. But I thought he weathered the storm well. He had one really amazing touchdown that he threw to Rome that I just thought was fire because he hung in the pocket and he trusted his footwork, threw a pass right to Rome, strike right to him to get the touchdown. That's what we love to see. And I feel that what ultimately was just the icing on the cake, what really had me shocked in this game is how big of a factor defense would be. So we talked about those four turnovers. Apparently that wasn't enough for our offense. So that is something that I'm still concerned about and I will be concerned about as the season goes on. But I guess that's a great time for us to go into a bye week. But that defense showed a lot that they can build on now as they get healthy, which is being able to turn the ball over, make timely plays, and show the potential they could have if they can get to a place of discipline and health. That blocked field goal was Chicago Bears football. It had Chicago Bears football written all over it. That's the type of play that we want to see our Chicago Bears make. We want to see if it has to come down to their defense. I've been a fan really since the 2000s. And my dad would talk about how we've always been a defensive team. Chicago Bears are known for their defense. Offense, it'd be great to have high scoring, explosive offense, and we may get that with Ben Johnson. We've scored over 20 points in every single game this year. I think the lowest that we scored was it 21 points in that awful game against the Lions. We've been scoring 20 points on a regular or more, so that's good. That's a good thing. We scored 25 in this game, but ultimately that defense is what opens up the opportunities for our offense. And that blocked field goal was really the play of the day, in my opinion, in the NFL because it was so timely, it was so clutch, and it was so Chicago Bears. That's the type of football that made me love the Chicago Bears. And I still want that defense to get to that place where they can be relied upon to make a big play. And they made four against Geno, who admittedly is probably the worst quarterback in the league as it currently stands. I'm sure there's someone else that will want to compete with him, but he's horrible. Still, we took advantage of it and made opportune turnovers, and I have to give the defense a lot of credit. Offense still has a lot more work to be done and leaves a lot to be desired, but I think they did a really good job of adjusting and playing a type of football that I think Bears fans can appreciate because ultimately they did whatever they needed to do to win. Was not pretty, but they got the win.